Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Megan Maloney, and I am from home office. I'm the regional sales director for the East, and I am so excited to greet you all tonight for our weekly Meet Stella and Dot. You were in for a treat. We have a very special guest who's going to be joining us here in just a moment. But before I have the pleasure of introducing her, I just want to share a little bit about what makes this business, this side gig, this community so amazing. So as you all are joining in tonight, please say hello. I see so many familiar faces popping on. So it's going to be a fun evening chatting together. But when you think about Stella and Dot, you might be recognizing some gorgeous jewels with lovely meaning, right? You might be thinking about the fun it is to get gathered around an island and try on jewels and refresh the wardrobe. You might now be thinking about wanting to join us and taking part in what an amazing earning opportunity it is to be a part of this community. So some things to know that make us so special and really give us such a pride moment is wrapped around where it all begins, and that is in our design process. From start to finish, we own every piece of that. And we are so proud of the incredible work our design team creates, led by Blythe Harris, and the fact that it is all under one roof where we continuously look at ways to innovate. And, oh, I see my guest. Give me 1 second, friends, so I can add her. All right, moment. Where it all begins back again under one roof. Here she is. Hey!
Hi.
Welcome, Erin.
Thanks for having me.
We're so thrilled you could join. We know you have a lot going on.
A little bit, but that's great. I'm so excited.
We are too. I was just sharing with everybody tuning in what really sets us apart at Stella and Dot and makes our brand so unique, our earning opportunity so incredible, and just this amazing community and the design of everything from start to finish of what we own, the ability just to be so innovative in the technology of how our stylists sell the product. For those of you tuning in as guests, all of our stylists can literally run their business from their phone. I would show you, but I'm on mine right now, right? But they've got all these interactive tools that really help you not only lead with style and service, but personalize that every step of the way. And I'm sure, Erin, you'd agree. You've 4 years into the business now. The jewels attracted you. We'll hear more on that story in just a second. Actually, I just saw your Brooke pop on too, so I know she's proud and watching. But the community keeps you here, right? I mean, this is something that is so special and so unique to the industry, of just an amazing supportive community to be a part of. So we're so thrilled to have you on tonight. So guests, I've got something special to tell you before I turn it over to Erin here in a second. By inviting 2 friends tonight and you guys commenting hashtag SDJoy, you could be entered in to win $250 in product. How fun does that sound? That's a nice little shopping spree as summer kicks off. But if you're tuning in tonight and you love this product, that's where all of us started. We fell in love with something that made us feel good about ourselves. And really at Stella and Dot, I love to say that we pride ourselves on the ability to sell confidence to other women, right? Rather it be through a beautiful piece that means something, that statement, just that refreshed opportunity to get together with the girls and have some fun styling each other, or the amazing side gig that many of us join for and stay because it gives us so much more beyond that. So tonight is a chance to let Erin bring all of this to life. So as I mentioned, 4 years in the business, she has sold over, do you know how much you've sold? Over $132,000. So that's
I know.
a side gig you've got going.
It sure is.
Because as I mentioned in the title and in promoting this call, this is our Teachers Edition. We're having some fun in June celebrating these remarkable women who not only give in their community so strongly, but also in ours. So Erin, tell us a little bit about you and your family, where you're from, and why did you decide to become a stylist?
Yeah, so I've been teaching for 16 years, and we live in a town called Camillus, New York, which is on the western side of Syracuse. So we are right in central New York. We are nowhere near New York City. I'm a high school social studies teacher. Love, love, love it. I've got twin daughters who are 10, who we literally just rushed home from lacrosse practice, and they are getting ready for bed right now. So they're 10. They are a joy. This is such a great age. We're having so much fun. I've got this wonderful husband who is so supportive, and we just have a good time. So oh, thanks. How I started, it's kind of unconventional from a lot of stylists. So like I said, I've been teaching for a really long time, but I didn't go to college to teach. I went to college because I was going to do a fast track. I was going to finance. I was going to New York, or I was going to work in business, and that's what I was going to do. And then my senior year, I changed my mind, which was an expensive decision because I got an expensive teaching degree, but I loved it. So anyways, so I teach, but I've always had this little entrepreneurial side of me that I just never dove into. Well, then I was working retail as a part-time gig for 1 year at like the best teacher clothing store ever. But it was hard because somebody else was telling me when I had to work. And so when I couldn't take time off on Halloween because everybody else had already picked it, I was thinking, well, I'm one of the only ones with kids, so I'm not coming to work on Halloween, Okay, so fast forward to November of that year, and my sorority sister, Brooke Stratford, hey, Brooke, she had started posting about this online, or this boutique that she opened. And I thought, of course she would. Of course Brooke would be doing this. She's in the best, like, little small town America, and I'm so happy for her. So it was called Stella Dot, and I was like, well, that's an adorable name, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't know, I had no clue. I'd never heard of Stella Dot ever.
Yeah.
So, and then in February, again, still working retail on the side for fun, for the discount, for the clothes, the teacher clothes. Somebody who worked for a competitor jewelry company posted something and said, teachers, why work retail when you can own your own business? And it resonated with me. And I worked with her in our school too. Yeah. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's got something. But I wasn't into her. I liked her company, but it wasn't, I looked at it, but I looked at, a bag company, and I looked at a little food company, and I looked at her jewelry company. And by then I had figured out that Brooke was doing this jewelry thing, and it wasn't her own brick and mortar store.
Right.
So I sent her a message and I said, do you have time to tell me about this? And she was like, yes. So literally, I had never been to a trunk show. Mm-hmm. I didn't own a stitch of Stella and Dot jewelry. All I knew about it was that I liked the bright and cheerful color, and I thought it was pretty, and the online was the easiest to navigate. Yeah. So I called her up, and 20 minutes later, I was like, I'm sold. So I said something to my husband, what do you think if I do this? And he said, do whatever you want. His token line, do whatever you want. Well, when he says that, I'm going to do it. So, okay, if you're going to say it, I'm doing it. So, so then I signed right up, and I said I saw 3 girlfriends the next day, and I said, this is what I'm doing, and you're all hosting a party for me. And they said, oh, okay. And so that's what I did. And I just kind of jumped right in, and having never seen it before, and fell in love, and have been having such a good time ever since with it.
So perfect. Well, and you've built an amazing team. She is one of our star stylists, which is like the sweet spot of where our opportunity really lies, of having a nice full-time income and part-time side gig work there. And you've also brought a lot of other teachers along too and educators. So this has really
Yes.
become such a great fit for you and for them.
Yeah, because it really just, first of all, teachers, we have the gift of gab. So it's easy for us to talk to other people. And a lot of the educators on my team, they liked the style and they thought, why am I going to keep shopping from you when I can do this myself? And so that's what they did.
Yes. Well, they were smart women just like you.
Yeah, they were.
I love it. Okay, so you shared with us twin 10-daughter girls. You've got 2 more weeks left of school, and then you go to do camp director life. So we'll hear about that here in a second because I'm totally intrigued. But how do you manage all of that? And it's obviously with a nice supportive husband too, but it probably, it's give and take, right? So how has this worked in your busy life?
Oh, definitely. It is. So I really work my business for like 30 to 45 minutes a day. By the time I get home from school, my kids get off the bus 45 minutes later. And but from when I walk in the door, I've got a plan. I know what I have to do. I've got my list that I can cross off. And that's really how I do it. That, and then when the kids go to bed, I like to hang out with my husband watching whatever game is on or whatever. But then he's usually working on his laptop. And so then, if we're not conversing, then I've got my phone out and I'm just texting customers and helping them shop or doing some little posts and communicating with my team. And I just really try and balance it because my kids, because they're 10, they need their mom still, so we block off the calendar when it works for me to do trunk shows. And if it doesn't work, I don't book it,
Okay. Yeah. And that's the beauty of this. And I love the picture you've created for yourself too, because it really pays off, but like you shared, it's 45 minutes here, 45 minutes there, to block the time. And then of course the style sessions are so much fun anyways. That never really feels like work, right?
Yes, ever. And the best part is you can ebb and flow with your life. So when things are not as the spring season for my kids, that's the busy time. So I pull back. But in the fall and winter, it's not so busy. So especially holiday time. So I ramp up my business. So it's fun for me, it's fun for my customers. And at that point, my family, they kind of know that I'm ramping up my business that time of year,
Yeah, it's mom's busy time. I love it.
It is, yeah.
So once school gets out, you all head to camp. So tell us how you're going to balance it out there.
I know. So in the summer, some days I literally leave school, my car is packed, and we move out to this summer camp. So I'm the day camp director, and it's part of a larger camp that is about less than a half an hour from our house, but we move out there for the summer. Yeah. And the internet is very spotty. You cannot rely on it. Yeah. And I'm working during the day too. So I have to manage my time out there. So how I try and balance that is right now, I'm trying to I try to do 2 trunk shows, July and August. So I try to get those set up before I leave for camp. And then I can kind of just converse with the hostess and get them ready.
Good for you.
And that's it. Yeah.
There you go. I love it. Okay, so talk to us. What have been some of your favorite Blue Card purchases? And for those tuning in, that's how we pay you on this great little debit card every week.
Every week. So what I have done every single year since I've been a stylist, Christmas, I have to make sure they're not too close to me. Yeah. Christmas is on me. So everything goes on that card, and I'm very proud of that fact. So I do that all the time. My kids, they grow like weeds, and all of a sudden they come home and they say, we have nothing that fits. So I can go shopping and not even worry about it. Yeah. And the other thing that I'm really proud about is I don't use a credit card anymore. I just use my Stella Dot money for everything. And that's huge. Oh, and the other big thing that we did was last year we got our second golden retriever, which is, but I wanted to do it. Oh, and I've got an even better one. This past 2 weeks ago, I took a girls' getaway, my first one ever, with just my girlfriends. We planned it in January, and I said I can do it, but I'm only doing it if it's through my business. And so I did it through my business, and it was like I splurged on myself and didn't think twice. And we just had the time of our life, and it was all through Stella and Dot. So those things are my biggies.
Those are the big ones. And
Guilt-free shopping.
Good. Exactly. I was just going to say that. So where did you go with the girls? I'm dying to know.
No, not. Oh, we went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. One of my friends lives down there, and we were like, we're coming to you. So we did it. But we stayed in a resort, and we spoiled ourselves and had a great time.
That's the best. I love it.
Yeah.
So how has this business changed your life? And what would you say you've been most surprised about?
So I knew it was a good community based on what Brooke had told me when she was first introducing it to me. But I had no idea how supportive everyone was. I mean, we're all in business, but we're all in business together. And so it's, look, this has been going really well for me. You try it, and try this idea and try that idea, and everybody. And if there's something going on with your family that's not even business related, these women, they support you, and it's optimism, and it's a positive outlook. And anybody out there who's a teacher, we teach because the kids are awesome.
Yeah.
But you don't always get that from all aspects of the career. And so to have this to help boost up our morale on days when we need it, it's a game changer. It is a game changer.
I love that. Well, it's so true, because oftentimes we hear that something sparkly or, really cute attracted us in. But it's what the community has become. It's what kept us.
Oh, totally.
For growing years for you now. I love it. So thinking about the highlights in these last 4 years, what comes to mind, and what would you say is best advice for those teachers listening in, or even others that are considering joining Stella and Dot?
Oh, if you're considering, stop overanalyzing it. As teachers, we typically cross our T's, we dot our I's, we make sure everything's perfect. We've got a plan A, B, and C. But at the same time, you have to remember how things can change in an instant, and we're really good at working on the fly. So I would say, do not analyze it. Jump right in, both feet. This is not rocket science. I mean, you learn as you go, and you've got all these people helping you figure this out. And just don't even think twice. Get off the fence, jump right in.
That's awesome. Well, and for anyone listening right now, I mean, oftentimes too, we look at these opportunities and we think to ourselves, what is it all going to look like? And the best part about, not the best, one of the many best parts about what it is we love here is the fact that we all get to learn and share together. We have incredible support from not only the local community, we have our upcoming national conference called Hoopla. What's your favorite part of Hoopla?
Oh my gosh. I think just seeing everybody together. Oh, and all of the guest speakers, and Jessica Heron and Danielle Redner, our Chief Inspiration Officer. I mean, who has that besides Stella and Dot, And it's like every time they open their mouth, I just want to soak more in, because they're real, and they're intelligent, and they just help you. I think they help all of us be just better women. We all help each other be better women. And that's what I love.
I know. It's so true. As the company was founded on the mission of giving us all more choices, it truly stands for that each and every day. And as a lucky member of home office, I feel it, so deeply that it's amazing to see how this business has touched the lives of so many in so many different ways, And there's, again, connecting with you tonight, I know, Erin, from being able to do Christmas to girls' weekends to buying the clothes when they grow out of them. All those freedoms, all those choices just make you feel so good and so empowered. So we're so grateful for you and for what you've done and building the amazing team you have and sharing that with so many as you continue to go forth. So thank you. Any last parting words you would share with our friends tonight?
Just reach out and talk to if a stylist invited you here tonight. I mean, they are telling you the truth. They just break it down and ask them any questions. And really, when they say so easy, and you can make this business what you want. If you want to turn this into a full-time job, we see it happen. If you just want to do it part-time, we see that. If you want to do a little bit here and a little bit there, you can do that. It's whatever you make of it, whatever's going to bring you joy, and just that's the best part. There's nobody telling you what to do. It's what you want to do with it.
No. And you've said that all so well tonight, Erin. So I can't thank you enough for joining. What a treat it was to spend some time together and have everybody hear your amazing story.
Well, thanks for having me. I so appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, my friend. So all of you listening in, again, invite those friends, hashtag SDJoy. Names go in to win that $250 in product. And with the release of June and our fall collection on the line, there are so many amazing choices right now to ooh and ah after. Do you have a favorite, by the way? I should have asked you that earlier.
Of the new stuff?
Yes.
Well, I love that essential hammered circle necklace. You're wearing it. Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
Yes. I wear it almost every day.
Yeah.
It's easy to put on and go.
Yep. It's perfect. Yep. Oh, and my covet. My covet I wear every single day. I mean, perfect.
Awesome.
Easy.
All right, friends, listening in, there's never been a better time to be a part of an amazing community, to have the confidence that Erin has shared with us tonight of what this business can do for you. With all the tools, all the tech, all the amazing design that we, again, pride ourselves on making us the leader when it comes to social selling. We hope you will join us tonight, and we will see you all at Hoopla in a couple of weeks. Awesome. Thanks again, Erin.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night.
Bye.